Another day, another shave. All right, well, today we're gonna be shaving with something a little bit different. It's called the leaf razor. This one is similar to a cartridge razor. It has a little pivoting head. Difference is you can unscrew this back part here. It doesn't fall out. Flip that open, and then the top blade is a half of a safety razor blade. Then the middle one is another half of a safety razor blade. And the final one, the third one, is another half of a safety razor blade. You can snap them in half and then put them in here. And how it stays there without falling out is it has a little magnet right there. See if you can see that. There, a little magnet there. And then these little ledges on each side that catch. That tells you how to position the blade properly so that it's set in there right. You kind of have to work it on the nubs here and there to make sure that it's on there properly and that it's not going anywhere. Then you go through and make sure each one's set up properly. Then you flip the top over and screw it down. Make sure it's tight, but not super tight, just enough. I added the leaf razor little handle rubber thing so that I can get better grip. I like to use this to shave the back of my neck. Yesterday I did a haircut and I cleaned up as good as I could with the clippers, but what I like to do either the same day or the following day is I'll grab a little mirror so I can see behind me, and I'll get a little shave soap and I'll just kind of put it on the back of the neck there. I'll rinse my hands off so it's not slippery, and I'll go through, I'll wet the pivoting head, and let's see if I can get in there. We'll go through and just lightly clean it all up and line the neck up. So if you've ever had a hard time giving yourself a haircut and you want to clean your neck up real good, the leaf razor works really well. For that, you can use, 1, 2, 3 blades. You don't have to use all 3. I like to put 3 in there. You can use their blades that are already halved, but they're not as smooth and nice as the Astra blades or any other blade that happens to be your favorite. I like to use the Perma-Sharps or Astra. Currently using Astra in this. So I snapped 2 safety razor blades in half. I've got 1.5 in here. And then the final half is in this. This is the thorn. And how you load this is you twist this little thing here on the bottom, and the head starts pivoting sideways and lifts up. And then you've got a little blade in there. It's captured the same way as in the other razor. It has 2 little things on the end so that you can make sure that it's lined up right, and there's a magnet. And then you just tighten it down. Nice thing about this set together is this works good for under the nose and stuff like that, or if you just want to use it as a standalone razor with 1 blade, or you can use this. I prefer to only use this because I like single blades only, with 1 blade in it if I'm going to shave my face, but I mainly just use it to clean up my neck. It works really well. It does work really well for shaving your head too. I've used this many times to shave my head. Someday I will do some videos on head shaving and we'll use this guy. I learned about the leaf through Shave and Butcher, I believe. He has one of these. And he also has a different version of the pivoting head made by a different company too, which seems to be pretty good. Today we're gonna go ahead and let me clean up the back of my neck here real quick so that soap doesn't itch me later. We're gonna go ahead and have a shave with we're gonna use some Bayou butter. Add in some of that tallow for the pre-shave. How's everybody's day going? Been watching Robert's shaves. He's doing a thing where he has a shave each day just to see if he can condition his skin so that he doesn't have as much irritation on his neck doing one pass, which I think is a fantastic idea for anybody who has never tried that, is to try and condition your skin by just doing one pass for a while. We'll activate the pre-shave here. Now, I'm not going to use that pivoting head to shave today. We're just going to use the leaf thorn single blade, which does a fantastic job. This is not the aggressive version. It's the more mild version. They have a step up for, I think mine's the Twig and the aggressive one's called the Thorn or something like that. Been a while since I've checked the terminologies on their razors. They come out with something new all the time. They even have some kind of new thing that takes safety razor blades that you can use to get the dead skin off of your face. So this is a very mild razor, but it has no problems getting through about 4 days of growth. And it rinses really easy. The angle is intuitive. It has little kind of things that you can hold on to here and here to get good grip. So I kind of like to put a finger down there and hold it like that. And then I just kind of let it do its own thing. When you put it up to the face, it has its own angle, you can see. As long as you're at that angle, it's gonna glide and cut perfectly. And the other reason why I mentioned Robert is we're gonna do a one fast shave today too. These DEs will get you pretty closely shaved if you do it right. And sometimes you only need 1 or 2 passes, unless you like to shave against the grain. And that's something that I try to avoid unless it's on my neck. Right here on the lower part, it grows up, and then right here it grows down. So in between this half mark right here, I kind of like to go up. And the other trick to no irritation with straight razors is your angle. You don't want to be bread knifing it, which is having it straight up like this, you want to lay it close to flat as possible and then move it upwards enough to where it's just engaging the hair. The flatter to the face, the safer and the better. When you start bread knifing it, you're just scraping the hairs off instead of cutting them. And that creates a lot of razor burn. Ooh, I'll tell you, this pre-shave is fantastic. This towel of pre-shave, I can go over my face without any shave cream on and pick up all the rest of the stuff. Well, let's have a rinse and see how we did. I'd say that looks really good for a one-pass shave. All right, for aftershave, we're gonna go with the Old Spice Fresh Lime. And if you guys haven't tried the Fresh Lime out and you like Old Spice, you definitely should check this one out. At least the aftershave anyways, if you don't like the shave creams. Oh man, that is wonderful. And then we're gonna finish it off with some Lat de Lune, the sandalwood one. It matches really well with the Old Spices. I believe there might be sandalwood and tonka bean, I think, in Old Spice. And maybe even some kind of musk or something. I'll have to look at the scent profile, or somebody could post down in the comments for me what's in Old Spice. Then we'll know why things with sandalwood pair really well with it. Okay, well, that is the shave. Thanks for following along and seeing a new razor that isn't really new. It's been around for quite a long time, but for people who don't shave with DEs, this is great for if you do your own haircuts or if you shave your head. All right, have a great day, guys.